Powerslap, bullriding, NASCAR racing, meta, and now as well, boxing. Is Dana White slowly but surely distancing himself from the UFC? In this video. Hello and welcome to Bloodsport MMA.
Assalamu alaikum.
Dana White undoubtedly is the face of the UFC and the person that, together with the Fertitta brothers, built this company to what it is today, and he undoubtedly is a phenomenal promoter that without him, the UFC would not be what it is today. Conor McGregor did not call him the OG of the fight game for no reason.
Dana White, the OG of the fight game.
So Dana definitely made the UFC to what it is today. The problem is, if we talk about the word today he is not at all as invested as he used to be. If you just watch his Instagram, for example, back in the day, it was all just UFC. He tried to promote the company, promote the fights, promote the events, and this was his sole focus, right? The UFC. Now, ever since they sold to TKO, not TKO, to Endeavor, who is the company behind the company TKO in a way, the big brother, if you want to call it that.
Love you, brother.
Ever since that, he slowly but surely started to get interested in other endeavors as well, which is okay. I mean, at the end of the day, Dana owes us nothing. Dana can do whatever he wants.
If you don't know, now you know.
And he started to get interested in, he's into NASCAR racing, he's invested there as well. I think he has his own NASCAR racing organization or something like that. I don't really get that, I don't follow that stuff. He of course is invested in bull riding, he has his own bull. The former bull that died, what was his name? God damn it. But rest in peace, he has a new bull now, Dana White's playmate, that he puts a lot of effort in and a lot of social media posts and all of that, right? Of course, Powerslap, that is his new kind of baby, even though I feel like recently Powerslap also gets less attention from him than it used to, but maybe that's just my feeling. He, of course, as well is on the board of directors or whatever the hell you call that, of Meta, which is the company of Mark Zuckerberg, right? Where even though you're just on the board of directors, you still have to invest a lot of time with that. And Dana White's day also just has 24 hours. Dana White might be a work animal, but he also has to sleep, and he does his whole health routine, which is amazing in my opinion, but that also takes time. So his daytime is limited for all those endeavors. And now that he also got into the boxing world, he always wanted to get into the boxing world, so I'm happy for him that he has a chance now with Turki alalshik to get into the boxing world, right? With TKO Boxing, this is not the official name, but with the TKO group, he's now having his own boxing promotion or organization or whatever you want to call it. And the problem is, if you just look at his Instagram, as I said, it is full with boxing stuff, Powerslap stuff, bull riding stuff, and all those things. And he's still the promoter, the official promoter and president of the UFC, and the UFC's promotion has just gotten less and less over the recent years and months. And that is a problem, because a company like the UFC, as successful as it is, it still needs a real promoter. That's why the UFC has been so successful, because Dana White was so good at promoting it. And you see with the events, I mean, that of course also is a ticket price problem. Watch my videos about the ticket prices, but the events are not selling out as fast anymore as they used to. Like, there's always seats available the week and the day of the fight, and some arenas aren't even sold out and all of that. And it just feels like, even though the sport is bigger than it has ever been, and there's more casual fans than there has ever been, more people know about sport than ever, it still feels like the UFC at the moment is making step backwards in terms of popularity. I don't feel like those fights are talked about that much. If you just walk on the street and stuff like that, it's not talked about that much anymore as it somehow 1 or 2 years ago was or used to be. You know what I mean? And that, in my opinion, is also because of the whole Dana White thing. Because if you don't promote those fights, if all you do is if you don't know now, you know, on fight week and maybe, I don't know, a little social media post a week before, that's not enough. Boxing is horrible in my opinion, but boxing does those whole promotions where they film a whole trailer for the fight and stuff like that. You need more passion for the promotion of those fights. And I understand that you can't put that effort and passion in there if you are doing all those other endeavors, but then let someone else do it. You know what I mean? Because the problem is, people are saying Hunter Campbell. Hunter Campbell should be, or he is right now, the brain behind the UFC. He's the one that does all the decisions. Dana does not have that much involvement anymore like he used to, because he just doesn't have time for all of it. So there's a lot of decisions made without Dana by Hunter. But the problem is, Hunter is not a promoter. Hunter is the brain behind the company. Just because you're the brain behind the company does not mean you're the promoter. Most times those things just don't add up. Those are two different types of personalities. Hunter's not the guy that just says yes, no to the decisions like Dana. Dana's a person who just sits in his office, promotes the fights, and an assistant comes in like, hey, we have this and this planned, what do you think? And he just says yes or no. Hunter's the guy that plans those things, that makes those things happen. He's the brain behind it. He's a workhorse. You know what I mean? They need someone who promotes and is the face of the company. And I do think there's no one better than Dana White for this. I don't think there will ever be someone that can actually replicate him or get into those footsteps of him. But there's also no chance that Dana can bring that promotion back that he used to do with all those endeavors that he has going on. And especially with the boxing now, I do think this will be an even bigger problem, because the boxing promotion hasn't even started yet. As soon as that one gets closer to, like with all the Crawford, whatever the fuck his name is, and Canelo fights and stuff like that, his IG will be full of that, and the only thing we will be hearing from him is about those things. And he also doesn't show up to press conferences anymore and stuff like that. We just need a solution. I don't know what it is, but we need a solution, because the UFC is not really having the success they should have because of that factor that Dana White does not have the energy, time, and whatever to put into the UFC anymore than like he used to. And this is a real freaking problem. What is your solution for this problem? What do you think about it? Write in the comments. Make sure to like this video, guys. Subscribe to my channel, Bloodsport MMA. Would appreciate that a lot. Check out my merch as well. bloodshop.net is the address. Worldwide free shipping is what you get if you enter the code FREE at checkout. The freshest merch in the industry. Check it out, you guys. Stay bloody, and until the next one. Bye-bye. Bloodsport out.